Welcome to Lesson 18, Beyond Basic Phonics, English Morphology 101 with Don Potter. And we're looking at our practice sentences for the chameleon prefixes that we just studied. So let's run through these. Number one, I convinced my friend that it was impractical to irrigate the garden every day. Number two, I was able to invent an important component for the irrigation system. 3, you should not compound an imbalance by imprudent actions. Well, now that may sound kind of silly, but if you compound an imbalance, you make it worse. And imprudent means actions that are not prudent. In words, they're not good. And a good example of this would be if you're riding your bicycle and you close your eyes. It's pretty hard to balance when you can't see where you're going. And so that would compound an imbalance. Number 4. Irresponsible people do irresponsible things. Now that is true. If they're not responsible, irresponsible means not responsible, and inappropriate means not appropriate. And again, you got the suffix IBLE on the end of irresponsible. Number 5, it is illogical to expect a child to read before you teach the alphabet. Now, this may sound silly, yet I have tested literally hundreds of students who struggle with reading who have not been taught the alphabet. Some of them can't even identify the letters, even in first, second, third, fourth grade. And quite often they cannot write it from A to Z. I recommend all kindergarten students practice every day writing the alphabet from A to Z until they can do it quickly, and that will go a long ways to make sure that they're able to read. Let me read that again. It is illogical to expect a child to read before you teach the alphabet. Number 6, an imbalanced, impractical, and inappropriate decision is imprudent. That means it's not a good idea if it's not balanced, if it's not practical, and it's not appropriate. And you'll notice how the IN became IM, but here it stayed IN, and over here it became IM. And you know that's for a euphonic change. In other words, it makes it sound better. Number 7, 2 cars collided yesterday in an unintended collision. Well, most of them are unintended, but they didn't intend to run into each other. Number 8, it is important to increase communications if you intend to combine efforts, and that is true in every field of endeavor. In military, they call it combined arms, and it's the most effective. But in order to do it, you've got to have good communications. But it applies in everything in life. If you want a school to be number one, you got to have good communications between the principal, the board, the teachers, the parents, and the students. Okay, number 9. Dark chocolate is so irresistible that I could eat some every day. And my kids know I love dark chocolate, and so my tutoring kids will often bring me some dark chocolate when they come. Or I'll often have some there for my students. So it's irresistible. You cannot resist it. Number 10. You need to communicate with your irresponsible brother. Well, I'm sure there's a story there that we don't know about, but this guy's evidently got an irresponsible brother, and somebody needs to talk to him and help him out. All right, good luck with these. Read them till you can read them fluently. Make sure that you understand the meanings. And now we will go on to lesson 19.